So after last week's video, a lot of you reached out to me and asked me to do a video on log. That's exactly what we're going to be doing here. And we recently did a survey. Majority of you, regardless of the skill set, are struggling with shot matching, skin tones, balancing, and working with 8-bit footage. So I created a 1-hour long free training that covers all of that. Plus, we'll wrap up the training with an extensive Q&A, and you'll also get a link to download the practice footage, power grades, and some of my personal LUTs. So do not forget to sign up for the free training. Link is down below. And if you're enjoying the content, pause this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, hit the bell icon so you can be notified when we put out new content. Make sure you're following me on Instagram, and let's roll the intro. So what is log? It is short for logarithmic footage. It's when your camera shoots in the flattest setting possible to preserve the most amount of detail and dynamic range. So now let's look at the log image with scopes, and you see how it's sitting right in the middle. It's so flat. Well, this is exactly what we need as colorists, because this gives us a lot of room to play with on the top end, bottom end, whatever we want to do. Whereas when you look at this Rec. 709 image, at first it looks good, but the thing is we can't really do much with it in post. And especially when you see bad examples of Rec. 709 like this shot that was overexposed, that information is gone. It's clipped. We cannot bring it back. This is something that wouldn't happen in log. You still have to shoot properly, but log is still a lot more forgiving than Rec. 709. Now you would say, all right, it's simple. I'll just switch my camera to log and done and done. The problem is, unless you're shooting with Alexa, things aren't that easy, okay? And what I'm talking about is most of camera manufacturers out there have their own flavors of log, okay? So you've probably heard of S-Log, S-Log 2, S-Log 3 from Sony, or Canon has C-Log, C-Log 2, C-Log 3. And then Blackmagic is the ultimate worst nightmare. They have 100,000 log profiles out there. They really need to stop. They just really need to simplify that process. And it's truly a shame because they make this software. They are the ones that develop Resolve. So I don't know what is going on the back end with their color science, but it is an absolute nightmare working with Blackmagic cameras because you just have unlimited options, and it will confuse the heck out of professionals, let alone somebody that's getting into color grading. So that's the end of my rant for Blackmagic. Let's get back to our video. So how do you know which log profile to work with? You've probably read the white paper from Sony where it claims that A7S III can achieve 14 stops of dynamic range, or Canon will say C500 Mark II will give you 15 plus stops of dynamic range. So that is true, but when you really dig in deep, it will tell you exactly which log profile you need to shoot in. It will tell you which ISO you need to be in and the lighting conditions. So a lot of things need to happen for you to get that maximum amount of dynamic range that they're claiming. It's not as easy as just like flipping the switch. Now you got your C500 Mark II. You can just turn it on, shoot something, and now you're getting 15 stops of dynamic range. So if you are interested and want to see a video on what is dynamic range, drop a comment below. I think that would be a very interesting topic too. And I have a lot of things that I can share with you because I know majority of my audience are not colorists. You guys are filmmakers, and it can really help you take your game to the next level even before you get into the finishing room. Now, here's another thing that I see floating around on the internet where people just say, you know, I invested in this $6,000–7,000 camera. It shoots so well and the sensor is so epic, so I'm just going to shoot everything in Rec. 709 or in video mode or in standard picture profile mode. Don't do that to yourself, okay? You are literally slashing your dynamic range to half or even less. Because let's just even look at this. S-Cinetone is supposed to be the best thing ever happened when it comes to Rec. 709 world, and even then, you can see it in the white paper from Sony. It claims that, hey, the dynamic range is less than S-Log 3. If they were to reveal the number, it would be shocking. So moral of the story is, if your camera offers log, with your eyes closed, shoot in log, learn how to convert your image from log to Rec. 709 using tools like Resolve, and you will get much better results. Now remember, log is not intended for delivering, okay? It is intended to be graded or corrected in post. So you have to do that part before it goes out into the world, all right? And now we're gonna look at a few different ways to convert your image from log. So the first method I'm going to show you to convert your image would be by using color space transform. It's basically converting your image from log to anything. You can convert it to different cameras. You can convert it to Rec 709, Rec 2020, DCI-P3, whatever have you. So it's a very powerful tool. Drop it on, nothing happens, okay? So what you need to do is you need to manually put in the information. So in here, I'm going to tell it, hey, this was shot on DJI. So I'm going to choose that in my color space, and then under gamma, I'm going to choose DJI D-Log. This doesn't look proper right now because if I go under my settings, I have my color management timeline color space set to DaVinci Wide Gamut. But if I were to go back in there and change that to Rec 709 Gamma 2.4, and just look what happens, okay? When I hit save, just look what happens here. Done. So that is our proper Rec 709 conversion by using CST. And now I'm going to save a version and show you a different way to do this, okay? So the second way would be more of a traditional way by applying a LUT. So these are not LUTs that I pumped in. These came with Resolve, okay? So there will be a folder called DJI. You go under there, and this is the one that we're going to be using, okay? What I like to do is I like to go in here and change that to thumbnail because otherwise it's really distracting. So this is the one that we're going to drop on, okay? As soon as you drop it on, I'm going to buy some real estate. Look at it, right? So everything looks clean and everything is ready to go for color. But they both look very different. So if I click right here and check our versions, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get rid of the outline. Move this over. I'm going to make this bigger so you guys can like really see the difference. They are, I think a better way to really see the difference would be by creating a still from here. So I'm going to drop that still in there, go to our other version. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that on top, and you can even see the scopes, how it's changing. So let's see this. This right here is our LUT, and you can see the scopes, and then this is our CST. So these would be two different ways for you to convert your log footage in Resolve. So hopefully you guys are having as much fun as I am putting these videos together. It gives me time to be a student and just kind of do my own research, put all the pieces together in a way where it will make the most sense to you. And if you are enjoying this content, then do me a favor, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel for more awesomeness. Do not forget to check out the free training. Trust me, it's gonna just take you to the next level. Link is down below, it's absolutely free. And on that note, work hard, get obsessed, get possessed. I will see you guys in the next video.